All right. Good evening, everyone. Just a few minutes early. I really wanted to be here for y'all. So just bear with me. And if you could, click that heart button or the like button as you come in. And if you're watching this from the video after the live, I'd appreciate it if you click the like button and show this girl some love and some spirit angel love. I'd appreciate it. So, how is everybody doing? It is almost midnight here on the East Coast. I appreciate all of you being here. So, if you are watching from a computer, right below this video screen, you'll see the like button, the share button, and save button, and so on. If you can click that like button, I'd really appreciate it. I have a few off topic things to share that I'm pretty sure you'll appreciate in some way, shape, or form. I always ask that you share out the video after the content and the spirit has shared the message that they would like to share with you this evening. So, this is Justice Part 2. I had many things to say the first night, but I really wanted to share it in a 2-part series. So, this is about justice. This is Libra. This is Libra energy. If you guys can see these cards, I'd really appreciate it if you let me know because the lighting should be just a little bit dimmer by the camera. So the Justice card, legal. It's mostly legal. It is air sign. I have come across a very peculiar, and interesting YouTube content creator that I have been collabing with. And interesting enough, I have gotten a response back. So I'm looking forward to having a panelist on my YouTube live again. If you guys have watched part 2, which I really do hope you did before you come to this, or it's not going to really make sense. If you haven't seen part 1, please go back and watch it. It has the same thumbnail as this one. So I have Mystical Wisdom Oracle cards, and they're absolutely fascinating. There are a few of them that I wanted to share with you, but it has to do with justice and letting go all of the BS that we all go through, and that the intake of energy that we take in that certainly doesn't belong to us, but we try to accept and adapt to every environment that we're in. Whether we really want to accept it or not, it might not be right then and there that you accept it. You might show some superficial emotions, kind of flighty, but you know what I'm saying. But this is where the new beginning comes in, and that's where the aces of the tarot are the new beginnings. And the new beginnings, the Ace of Wands is new beginnings on your thought process. Now, the wands, I have learned just a tad bit more about the wand cards, which I will share with you on another video. Thank you for letting me know. These are beautiful cards. I try to, unfortunately, stay away from the original tarot deck, which some of you might know what it looks like. It has a lot of yellow in it, and that has to do with happiness and success. But the reason why I stay away from this particular deck on YouTube is because they do strike you when certain cards come up with nudity, which is actually innocence, but they don't see it that way. So the magician is a part of the strength, or actually, sorry, a part of the um, major arcanas. And he has a strength symbol on top of his head. He's holding a, um, well, he has all the tools on his workbench. Sorry. The roses are pretty much growth. You have to be positive in life. There's doves inside of these roses on this card, but he has all the tools. And this is why it's the first card, which I'm getting to the justice part, so just be patient. So this is the first card of the major arcana of the Fool's Journey, which is not witchery and it is not fortune telling. This is tarot. And if you think that it is witchery, you have no idea what tarot is. So I'm going to rip that apart on a next video as well. So look out for that one. It'd be pretty interesting. So he has a red cloak on. There's a lot to say about this card. I do know what I'm saying. There's a lot of people out there that think they know everything about tarot. It's a non ending. It never ends. The learning never ends. Doesn't matter how many years or how long you've been doing this. As a reader, if you're watching this, you'll always learn something new. Just like I did yesterday from another content creator that has been out on the road for 40 years. So they have a lot of different aspects of learning inside of the religion and Catholicism. And oh, yes, it's definitely going to be interesting because I have already called out a few readers just babbling about a card and not really, and they've been doing it for a while. They do not explain what the cards mean. And if you really do look back on my channel, on my readings, on my videos, it doesn't matter what content you watch, there's always something to learn. I don't just sit here and babble. I make sure that you learn something and you have a takeaway. And that is my goal. So the magician has all the tools: the swords, the wands, the cups, the pentacles, the infinity sign on top of his head, which is for infinity. It's in the strength card, which the lady has the strength to open the lion's mouth. So there's a story within that. So I wanted to let you know that I've done a video. Please go. I'll even put it in the links in the description box after I'm done. Go to the description box and look at the Fool's Journey link to that video. And you'll see what I'm talking about, because the Fool comes before the Magician. So the Fool's card was mentioned on part 1 of this Justice video. So the Ace of Pentacles, that's new beginning. New, brand new. Everything in aces are new, which Justice has to do with it, because when you're, let's say, going to court, this might be your first time. That's Ace. That's Ace of Wands. That's Ace of Swords. So that's your thoughts and your actions and your feelings, which is the Ace of Cups. And it's all wrapped up. And it might be Ace of Pentacles too, because this might be the first time you actually had to pay for a court hearing. So aces are all new beginnings. So on this Justice card, you see him. Let me see if I can get it for you better. You can see him in a red cloak, a crown, and the number on the top, the Roman number on the top of this card, is 11. I will explain that in a minute. So he's holding a sword. That's air energy. He's also holding a scale in his left hand. That has to do with the scales, the balance of justice. So on the top of this card is number 11. 10 is completion. 1 is a new beginning, which, like I said about number 1, you'll have the resources to start again. So there is the first card that I showed on the first video. So this is what it's all about, is justice. Getting justice, not. That's getting revenge. A lot of people think justice has to do with revenge, and it does not. So with this magician card, he is like a leader within the tarot. Okay. And he actually sends you to with this sword, he shows you who to go see within the air sign, within the swords. This is the justice card that is almost like a Hierophant. Okay. And a Hierophant is the teacher. Well, justice, you learn something new within justice system. The Hierophant is a teacher. On the regular, I keep saying that, but I'm not saying it right. Rider-Waite deck of tarot cards, the Hierophant has 2 disciples or apostles. I'm not too sure which one it is, and a pair of keys at his feet, which is success, because every person that fool meets has learned something from everybody that he meets within his fool's journey. So with that, when he has his own leadership, the leadership is where you set goals. Well, justice, you have to set goals. You have to set things into place in order for you to get justice. So you can master yourself with assertiveness and self-discipline, and that has to do with justice. Taking a leading role in the situation, knowing that the mind over matter is sometimes necessary when group decisions need to be made, which has to do with justice as well. Hopefully you can see that. Let me see if I can pull this over. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, there. Perfect. Now you can see that. See that lion? That's Leo energy. This also represents the strength card in the tarot. All right. So more about this card. You set your boundaries, which is a part of justice, and focus your attention on achieving your group goals. If you have group goals or if you have solo goals, stick to your plan. Yes, stick to your plan. And see it through to the end. Your strength and purpose helps to overcome obstacles and achieve the impossible. That's justice right there, wrapped up. Expect an opportunity for maybe a promotion or an extra responsibility. So this may require you letting go of unhealthy thinking. So in order to do justice correctly, you have to have a right mindset. So I already said that about the spiral of emotions. This is a new thought process in order to get justice to serve you correctly. The Magician, I've already gone over. Like I said, this is the Magician in regular tarot. And the Magician in... Oh, yes, I have 2 Magicians. Hey, I love these cards. These 2 are awesome. So I'm going to read you an insert from my Animal Totem Tarot deck, which I'm going to take those, put this right here. This is the one we're talking about right now. Now, the World card is next. I'm not going to spoil that for you. So the Magician, like I said, is a major arcana. It is the first of the 21 cards in the tarot, and this right here is the animal totems and the power animals and animal guides. They're all different, and they all have different energies, and they all have different responsibilities. So the Fool card I've gone over. Like I said, please go check out that website. Check that video out here on the channel. So the Magician, they chose the fox. This author chose the fox to represent the magician. So no matter what the outer world looks like, both the fox and the magician know where is more available, know there is more available to them from the world they live in than what the physical eye can see. In the deep winter forest, which this fox is in, I hope you can see that okay. Everything is covered in deep snow, yet it is what not cannot be seen that feeds the hungry fox, like curiosity kills the cat. By tapping into his expanded senses, the fox is able to hear movement deep under the snowpack, and with one swift move, he can propel himself into the air. Okay, that's better. Okay. So the magician always refines the tools and skills he already has. He knows just how important it is to keep polishing his magic. For just like the fox, the magician knows that the real magic happens in the unseen, much like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. And 2023 is the year of the rabbit. So, whatever it seems like there's nothing available to you, look again. Resources. You need to pull resources in order to go to court, correct? Well, the resources are from the magician. So expand your awareness further than what you can see, feel, and touch. Stop talking and listen. Then there is an undercurrent of abundance that flows through everything and everyone. But sometimes you have to stop doing what you're doing in order to truly tap into the magic of what is around you, in order for things to work out correctly. The Empress is very much a player in justice, because it's a harvest. Okay, like for instance, you want to harvest something. You want to birth a new project. You want something to come to fruition, correct? Yes. All right. So you need to do yourself justice by doing it at a certain time, a certain way, and a certain plan, and use certain tools in order for that to come into fruition. So there's your justice to yourself to make that work. So the World card, that is the end of the Fool's Journey. So I'm going to put that aside, and I will definitely tell you about that in just a minute, because in order for you to do yourself any good in the world, you need to make sure that you do it in the correct, proper way. Now, the Two of Wands, you're actually wandering through your head and dreaming about what is or what could be. What if, what if, what if? So you can't quite sit and dwell and dream and look about and watch the world go by and just sit there and do nothing. Understand? That's not going to do yourself any justice either. So this could be judgment on yourself. As the title says, we are judged every day in every all kinds of different ways. We're judged no matter what we do, no matter what we say, no matter what we wear. We're going to be judged because everybody in this world is different. So I want to read this insert to you as well through my totem for the Two of Swords. But I can tell you that the best thing to do is think that you might get peace of mind by sitting and dreaming and possibly getting an answer, but not really the way you want it to. So you might find an answer that suits you at that time, but there's always more to learn in order to get the justice that you deserve. So these are cups, wands, pentacles, fucking books, drive me nuts. Okay, good. Now I got it. Major arcanas. Oh, I can't wait to go over those with you, because those are so awesome. So hopefully you're getting an understanding of how the tarot has to do with justice in more ways than one. For sure. So what is it that you have done lately that maybe you needed to serve yourself justice? Maybe you needed to serve justice in a way that would serve your highest good. So think about that, because some people are stagnant and some people are lazy and some people want other people to do for them, and then they'll never learn. So they need to learn from their mistakes. So don't look to others to make your decisions for you. You need to be brave enough and trust that you and you only know what is best for you. And that is definitely a part of this card. So the Two of Swords shows the two mental processes present on the shoreline. Logic and intuition. Those are the two swords that represent this card. Logic and intuition. Definitely has to do with justice. Both are available to you at this time, but ultimately you can only choose one. You can dip your feet in the creative energy of the waves, but just like the plover, which is the bird on this card, it's a plover. Okay, just like the plover, you have to decide where you'll end up, be it back on familiar dry land or taking a plunge into the water's depths of the unknown in order to figure out where you really want to go. And that has to do with this one as well. And these also represent travel, by the way. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, hello. All right, the Hermit. The Hermit is an individual on a quest, trying to find answers. And that also has to do with justice too. Is trying to find answers towards a quest, towards a goal. And the sun is here in this card, right here. All right, the grasshopper is holding the sun, or looks like it's holding the sun, okay? But in the original tarot deck, it is the star that's inside the lantern, shining bright. So that's where two major arcana cards come together as one. Let me fix that. Perfect. Okay. All right, so I want to get the Hermit for you because that has a great message as well. And I don't want to pass it up. There's a lot of oracle cards that actually have a lot of meaning within this card too, which I really have to start making better use of this book. So have you ever noticed that things look different in the morning? Every morning something looks different. Nothing is ever the same. With just a small period of separation, you need for a solution, new options, now present themselves. Sometimes waiting is the best way, waiting for an answer. Sometimes removing yourself, if only for a short period of time, may be the best way. The Hermit shows him in the dark of the night holding a lamp, which I just showed you just a second ago. Holding the lamp. That's better. Somewhat, but here in the Animal Totem Tarot, the hermit stands in the light and holds the ultimate lamp between his antennas, and that's the sun. Just as the lamp is a symbol of light in the dark, the sun reminds us that the light will always rise again. Like that. Okay, so this traveling to the darkness to find that one seeks and then bring it back to the light. It is an important aspect of the hermit archetype. It is also a reminder that sometimes we really do need to sleep on it and bring the problem back into light of the sun the next day. So with the hermit in your energy, you are being asked to slow things down, take the time to see all possibilities and all outcomes. It is time to take a break just for a little while. Not an all-out separation, but just time to be in one's own presence. It is better to know for sure in matters of the heart than to make a decision, which is justice. You have to make a decision out of fear or lower expectations. So give yourself the space you need to see exactly what is going on in your current situation. The mantis and the hermit show you that there is light at the end of the tunnel. So they represent the promise of light returning into your life. So do you need to be alone? Do you need to be alone to make any decisions? What does standing in one's own light mean to you? Do you allow yourself the space and time you need to make decisions rationally? So just think about that. I'll leave that one over there too. Well, no, I'll leave this one here. I like these two with the justice card. And I'm going to put that justice card right here. So yeah, definitely letting go of any irrational thinking would definitely benefit you. So the Wheel of Fortune, that's happiness, that's success. So if you do succeed in this grasshopper insert that I just read you, you will have the success inside the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm not getting into the Wheel of Fortune because there's a shitload of information about that card. Yes, I do know about it. No, I'm not sharing it right now. The Sun, that's the Holy Grail. That's the card of the Holy Grail in the tarot. It's the happiest card in the tarot deck. And there's a child on a horse. And yes, it is nude, but I keep it down here. You get radiation light. You get your vitamin D and your vitamin whatever you want to believe in. I am not going there. That's too medical. I'm not going to go there. So the Sun is also a major arcana in the tarot deck, and it's right before Judgment. So every card in the order of the tarot has a reason for it. It will never change. So are you ready to stand in the full light of your own magnificence? Does the light bother you or draw you to it? The light is interesting, as not all can reside under it. I am the only one of my kind that can actually venture out into the light. This is a lemur. So, but for me, the energy of the sun not only warms my body so I can live, but it generizes my soul. Okay. Because of this, you will find me honoring its presence in my life and each and every day, as it is important to honor that which gives us life. So the ring-tailed lemur is the only lemur species that is not nocturnal. In fact, this lemur is so unlike its cousins that he would literally die without the sun's energy. The sun literally gives everything life, for without the heat from the sun, your bodies would get so cold they would die. This is the power of the sun. It literally gives you new life to all that is around you and under it and basking in it. If you draw this card in a spread, it has ability to heal the cards around it, which is the Magician and the Hermit and the Empress and the Magician. These all have to do, everything runs around this Justice card. So the sun opens your heart to growth ahead. So you need to welcome the light and not fear it. Exposure, that has to do with justice as well. So that's where justice is a part of the sun card. How do you honor that which sustains you? Do you keep a list of all the positive things that happen to you in your daily life? I hope you do. So that's a beautiful sun card. So the Chariot card, fast movement, horses. It represents freedom, which is horses. So you need to take charge ahead with confidence and stay strong and focused. That is a part of a justice too, especially if you're in court. The Hierophant. I have already said anything about the Hierophant, which was just almost like the Justice, which if I can unbury it, I can find it again. I'll show you what they both look like together. There we go. So they almost look the same. They have a lot of similarities. So the Justice is the number 11, like I said. The Hierophant is the teacher, like I was telling you about in the regular tarot, how he has the two disciples or two apostles. I got to look that up. I don't remember which one it is. That's at his feet. And they are learning from this man. He is a spiritual teacher. So if you are a spiritual teacher in real life, congratulations, you're the Hierophant. So with the keys at the bottom of the card is the key to learning. That's what that means. You have the key to learning. And this is the Hierophant in my spirit totem, which also shows the keys. So the world in which I live is changing fast, says the polar bear. It is no longer as safe and reliable as it once was. The signs of its unstoppable change are all around me. The Hierophant represents the role of faith plays in our daily lives. He is a symbol of the laws and traditions that govern faith. Faith itself is an interesting concept. We tend to link faith to religion, when really faith and religion do not need one another to exist. Faith was a part of the physical experience long before religion was even created. So questions of faith are not easily answered, nor should they be, for they are personal and live and live deep within how we view our own divinity. The polar bear is seen as one who keeps knowledge and traditional faith, yes, and that's safe and sound. The mediator between the ancestors and ourselves, the polar bear, God, why do I have is cemented in the role as keeper of acceptable ways of being and doing. Unlike humans who need books to keep and store our wisdom or laws, the polar bear's library is place and space, where he is born, and that's where he will die. All faith ends and begins in the strength of your beliefs. Do you have faith in your abilities to pull your own visions off? Do you know how to read the messages from the world around you? Do you have faith in those around you? What does faith mean to you? Big question, different subject at a different time, which will be coming soon. Can you trust that you are always enough? The polar bear thinks that this would set the stage for joy rather than build a place of constant sadness. So just for today, accept what is. You are where you are, but you don't have to stay there. Just have faith that this too shall pass. The devil, temptation, the high priestess. That's intuition. So you need to follow your intuition in order to get the answers that you need. So luck, you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Abundance. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. You might win a case. The Star card. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. That's the Star card. This is the star that's in the Hermit's Lantern. The World card. That's the end of the Fool's journey and going to start over and start a new, let's say it's a new project or a new case or a new home or a new town. That world that you lived in, you're finished with it. So you're going to go live and you're going to go journey and travel to another home, to another job, to another city, to another, driving another car. So this world, always know that whatever you have doing in life, this is the World card, which ends the cycle that you are in, just like the Death card. That's out with the old and in with the new. Opportunities will never pass you by. If they are made for you, they will never pass you by. The Ten of Pentacles, that is also completion. That is abundance. That is joy and family and laughter. The Ten of Cups, that is the success within the emotional realm. The Eight of Wands, which is about travel, fast movement, something's going to change. That is transformation, which is the Death card. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. Don't let people judge you. You be who you want to be. And harness the loyal and protective aura of the Lion, which is Leo, and charge ahead magnificently. Oh. Celebrations, celebrating a court case, celebrating a new job, a new raise, a new car, a new street sign, whatever that you want to celebrate, you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. So that comes mentally and physically, monetarily and spiritually. And last but not least, your heart's desires is ready to come true. And that is the end of the set cards that I set for this justice. So to do yourself justice, or if you have a justice as far as legal, it will happen, and it will happen in your favor. All right, spirit guides, I need an outro spirit card. Oh, for my collective. Harmony. Absolutely beautiful. I love these cards, y'all. This is Harmony. Has a lot to do with that Justice card. So this will bring you harmony. You will be in harmony once you get your mindset correct. So in order to get that to work for you, you need to work on yourself as well as the outside of wherever you are and your circumstances. You have harmony with you have the harmony within the aspect of your life, and you should feel so grateful for the gift of this harmony. Because at this time, you need to become a good listener. If you don't listen or even listen to yourself, you need to listen to your intuition. Engage with whoever is speaking with you. Look them in the eye and pay attention in a manner that is less known so that they know you are interested in what they're saying. You might also consider getting outside and taking a break into nature to gain harmony. Invite someone you enjoy spending time with to join you. Direct your conversations to blessings in your life and how you appreciate them. So this childlike nature spirit in this card peers at the robins. This being seems to be in harmony with nature as a butterfly softly sits on her leaf-covered head. The green in the card indicates healing and connection to the heart. Return to a place of harmony to further your ability to understand and express gratitude within your life. So this is a card of gratitude. The world is full of chaos and noise. It can be very dysfunctional. So be honest with yourself and with your family and friends and other people you trust, and tell them how you're feeling. Share your emotions will help you work through them. Do yourself justice. So being authentic and transparent will allow you to develop harmony within yourself and those you interact with on a daily basis. There, perfect. You will find a greater appreciation for yourself and feel more supported as you allow others to know what is going on with you. Beautiful card. All right. So that is going to be the end of that, except a intuition card, as they just called me to do intuition. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be, and the world card, like I said, I already explained that world card. But like I said, everything changes in life. It's inevitable. So just do yourself justice and think of yourself as well. And if you guys are watching from the video instead of the live, please click the like button. And if you are here and you are watching from a phone, if you can click the heart button to show me and spirit some love, we'd appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe below and go to my website, spiritinsight.online. I do have Black Friday sales for personal readings. Do not hesitate, because they are going to be going away pretty quick. That sale is not going to be on forever. So you have to read the fine print of every single service before you look at the normal number. I don't think people understand that there is a difference in pricing within the description. So the card that came out, the first card that actually came out, was issue. Step back. These issues are not yours. So the guardian angels want to help you. So throw it up into the air, into the universe. Throw it to the divine. We don't have a moon coming. All right. So as far as justice, you need to do yourself some justice, obviously, because you need to pay attention to something within your health. Mental, physical, arthritis, pain, blood work. Take a Tylenol, which I didn't just suggest that. That was a joke. Because I don't do legal questions, medical advice, or pregnancy predictions. So wait and see. All is happening in divine order. Hello, that is so... That's the same message as the issues. Step back. These issues are no longer yours. You're going to throw them up to the universe and they're going to help you. You're going to ask the universe for help. So it just might be about your health, mental, physical, whatever. All right. So there is your intuition for this evening. So please share this out. Click the share button. Do not be scared to share this out. It's called justice. Do yourself some justice, and don't judge yourself, and don't give a flying crap on what people think, because I know I don't. I've had some people that are very religious and throwing scriptures at me in my comment box. Yeah, I address them appropriately. Trust me. Okay, time to go get some more coffee. Go make yourself some coffee and have a great night, y'all. Thank you so much. And until next video and until next live, you will see another live. Come check me out on Facebook if you haven't already. And if you have and you are on my Facebook page, share that out too. Doesn't cost anything. All right. You guys have a great night. Love and light.